She's not. She's not supposed to be that. She's supposed to be a very extreme character who's weak in some areas and who's very, very strong in others. But Fuudo is so good at minimizing those weaknesses and maximizing the strengths. He just makes her look like a different character at times. But XiaoHai just doesn't want to let him breathe, will not let Mika get a chance to do work if he has anything to say about it. Cornered already. Fuudo wants to go to work. Anti-air. And the grab.
Oh, that heavy kick out of range.
Real big whiff. Gave away all his momentum on that one. Luckily, he's able to get the positioning back.
Oh.
Double cross up into the low.
Easy double cross up. Jumped from one side to the other. Good defense from XiaoHai to defend against that trickery.
XiaoHai has been showing incredible reactions today, checking these dashes with crouch strong.
Oh, an errant cancel there, punished appropriately from Fuudo, placing his opponent to the corner. Prowling. This is exactly where he wants him, but Cammy's V reversal, unique property to switch up the sides, so valuable when she is cornered herself. Oh, nice preemptive jumping roundhouse to take her out of the air.
He's still got his back to the wall here. Even worse.
Few throws. But going to be able to cancel the Nadeshiko and the juggle. Good damage. So difficult is it to break the defense of a lot of top players that you have to settle for damage off of that low light kick. Light punch into the peach for Mika at times. And not go so greedy for these Irish whip combos, which are definitely flashier and more fun to do. And again,
well, Fuudo making the reads. It's just terrifying once he gets going. Really hard to stop that guy.
Handshake and you perfect your opponent. Here we go into the third round.
Fuudo and Mika, they can't really hope to neutralize Cammy. All that he can hope to do is impose his game plan. Cammy, on the other hand, she has a reversal, dragon punch. She has a little bit more of active, threatening mobility. But Fuudo just has to get things going.
Okay. And a couple firm reads, and I love how he ended with the commando just for that extra meter build. Goes to show the level of thinking from the pro players, as most people just would have pressed the random button to get that KO.
Nice throw set up there. Good neutral from XiaoHai. What? What an anti-air. Oh, XiaoHai forgets about his ankles for a second there. This time forgot about the chest. Counter hit staying heavy. XiaoHai answers back. Oh, the stutter into the super. Is that what he wanted? I don't know about that one.
I stuttered as much as that Cammy sequence. I probably wouldn't be on the mic.
I think he just got this super, maybe over dialing on the stick, because he's out a meter in this third round.
XiaoHai looking good on his confirms here. Fuudo pushing the issue with dashes and lights into the EX Peach. He's established good corner control thus far in this match.
It's true. His pressure is also very measured. After the knockdown, he dashes. He often waits. He doesn't try to overplay his hand with a non-guaranteed meaty or anything like that.
Oh, this setup is okay. Didn't go for the super ambiguous version. Stayed out in front. Oftentimes Fuudo will do that just to prefer corner control over anything. Up throw. One more sequence from Mika. More light kick really is going to take it. That could have converted into something. What will happen here? Last, it's going to take it. And of course, a standing light kick.
Round 1. Fight.
And here we go. This is Winners Semifinals. Very big match between these two players.
Counter hit. Nice. Command grab setups into the corner. 60% stun, 80% stun. Which way to block?
Good block too. Whoa, that reversal, very nice. Code calculating Fuudo. Good cross cut, uppercut there from XiaoHai, but he needs to get something more to rev his engine. Here it comes. He needs one more hit for that stun, and that has been that delicious standing light kick that's so quick, yet puts him in plus frames. Nice airplane. Nadeshiko blocked, but not that subsequent normal throw.
On a pixel, magic pixel, the most magical in Street Fighter V. He really needs to be careful pressing anything full screen. Looking for the frame kill, but XiaoHai won't get it.
Activation. Dancing are both players. Ooh, caught him on that stutter.
Round 2.
Fuudo's got to be kicking himself over that one. He just threw the button out at a bad time. Counter hit for him is good. He'll shake it off.
Just moments of stellar defense and aggression mixed up. Okay, an Aaron command throw recovers though. XiaoHai doesn't get much off of that. Great anti-air, so low to the ground. Not many people would have attempted that, surely. Oh, great evasion. What is the conversion? Empty low, the classic.
Beautiful.
Using that superior walk speed of Cammy just to put the finishing touch.
Character. She definitely doesn't excel in defense. And XiaoHai's taking advantage.
Oh, I love that anti-air jab from that distance. Yeah, shoulder roll into nothing. Again, the damage output from our Mika, starting from a low light kick, is capped to that flying piece. So if you ever have to take damage because you don't want to guess, it's definitely the way to go.
Oh, this could be real bad.
Definitely want to get in this type of situation where most of her damage comes out of. And again, he's been in this situation before. Okay, finally. Fuudo able to close it out.
XiaoHai tried to go for some extra frame advantage there, but he got interrupted.
Got him.
Gotta love the clap, man. Gotta love the clap. Into the corner. And right back out. Looked like a clean punish. XiaoHai controlling the corner versus Fuudo.
Oh, barrel roll. Pull the Justin Wong on him. Look at these setups. Even fooled himself there as he wasn't able to get that juggle.
Very rare miss from Fuudo, but his defense is still looking impeccable. Was that an OS that caught the backdash, or was it reactions? How about it? Wow. XiaoHai pressing buttons out of a very bad situation. Fearless. He's checking the dashes again.
The keyword of this match has been that standing light kick.
Fight.
Whenever you can't react in time to your opponent's dash, it's best to throw out something very fast and with a great horizontal range as that standing short. So good are his hit confirms from XiaoHai. Changes the corner situation, but now an errant buffer leads into some good damage and a great setup there from Mika. Okay, here comes the hurt. Boom. Aye. Wait a minute. It's a 2-2 now?
2-2 now. But strong player like Fuudo can actually bend the character to his will just a little bit, really imposing his style on Mika.
It's true. I don't think the designers of this game ever envisioned that someone like Fuudo would play an Mika. Certainly not when she was designed to be a wild and crazy character. Good backdash on that command grab. Athlete punished from XiaoHai. Great corner control, extends the combo with the trigger activation.
Fuudo's been patient in the corner, but I spoke too soon. Looks like it was wake up, maybe jump forward OS. And he
Puts
just
him in
got
the
clipped.
coffin. Nefertiti, please.
Wow.
What does that even have to relate it to the stage at all?
Literally bodied him. Or her. Trading anti-airs mid-screen. Fuudo
That is
gets the
definitely
pressure.
an option select.
That is sweet. That is
Second
so
time
nice.
that he's caught in the backdash of Cammy, which is common sense perhaps in the previous iteration of the game, but in 5, to really hunt for a backdash, you really have to understand your opponent on a deeper level to get that option.
I mean, if he had just done Dragon Punch, then he would have been, Fuudo would have gotten counter hit.
Oh!
Uh-oh!
And we turn this Aaron Peach into something. Again, you're better off taking that throw. There's no Oki much after that. Low light punch takes it for Fuudo.
Finally found his moment from the defensive end. And we're going to the rubber round. Fuudo looking to clap, just
Make that clap.
meet him, match him in that mid-range game. XiaoHai getting the better of it. Really hard to stop Cammy once she starts pestering you, that killer bee assault. Fuudo respecting the wake up. XiaoHai's wise to that plan. Nice spacing on the jump, and Fuudo so ace with the jump roundhouse.
Walks back to take it. Not much mix-up after that.
Looks like it might have been just enough to give Fuudo a lead.
Ooh.
That's gone. Super still available.
Wow, and he backed off for that barrel roll to come
Oh,
into his space,
man.
only to punish it. Very nice tactic to lure that. EG curses in the critical art juggles has really ruined some of those matches on his end, but he's just really close there. But this is solar plexus, switches sides of Tokido.
Just how rare is it for when you're talking about a player of Justin Wong caliber to say, I don't even know if he's ever beaten this guy. This is the kind of action that we're getting at the Score Esports Brooklyn Beatdown this weekend.
If that is true, then Tokido is one of the few players I would say, because Justin has been dominant for so long. Since the release and the start of the tour, does Tokido have Justin's number?
Round 2. Fight.
Well, that's one round. I mean, Tokido has been one of the most dominant players as well this year in Street Fighter 5.
Great sweep. Finally a low medium kick Tenko as Tokido flies out of danger into the corner. That had been a... Whoa! He buffered that low medium punch. Very interesting there.
Put the fist out. If you walk onto it, free damage.
Super aggressive series from Tokido. And look at that meterless combo damage output from Ryu. To me, in my heart, he's still an East Coast guy, so he's defending home turf on some level here.
Nope. Nope. Sorry.
Turn.
He left.
A turncoat.
This was a long time ago, man.
All right.
Get him out of here. But we're going to be rooting for Justin over Tokido, of course. Let's see what he can do here. One game down. The reversal won't go for Justin, but the EX does.
It's always a tell to me when Justin resorts to the EX uppercut as a get off me. Can he get out of this situation? Takes the lesser of two evils and jumps out and only eats that damage instead of getting guard broken.
All the way up for the grab. And now Justin, firm life lead.
But if you can make Justin Wong resort to an EX invincible move to get off of you, you're doing a pretty good job on your offensive pressure, I like to think.
Definitely making Justin play out of his comfort zone.
That is ridiculous. And again, the in and out of Tokido, lulling his opponent with a false sense of security and using these quicker standing light kicks. That was probably buffered into a fireball.
Not just that, but it's crouch strong. He's getting so much mileage out of that as a counter poke, as just a little check for versus a dash in or what have you. There again, all day. No punish on that one.
You could have got something.
Tokido not committing to any whiff punishes until he feels absolutely comfortable, but he can throw out that crouch strong with very little risk, judging by the results thus far. Justin trying to figure out a way to get some of this meter off his hands.
Definitely has a lot of it. It's like carrying too much cash, and you want to go to deposit that into the bank. Had all this meter for a long time now.
I'll just go to Rite Aid and buy something, man. Just burning a hole in my
That's
pocket.
the trap. Okay, nothing again.
Come on, Justin. Go to Rite Aid. Counter hit, overhead, doesn't care. Not sure about the...
I like to see. I mean, you're going up against
Wow!
Tokido,
Jesus!
the damage.
That last hit's a freaking doozy.
Put him into the Indiana Jones blender of death.
Is that the new one that's coming out?
No, that's the airplane propeller. But in doing so, burn out all his meter. Tokido expending a bar of his own to get that EX Hadouken out. That is a proper punish with that. What
Oh my,
was that?
We're gonna file that one under intent.
Low heavy punch into EX Hadouken.
And it was whip punish or
A
throw.
whip punish. Very nice there from Tokido.
When you start to see things like that, you know Tokido's feeling very comfortable. And Justin needs to do something drastic to get him out of that comfort zone.
Force Justin to come to him and played right into that trap rather quickly into the rematch.
Dig down deep, America. This is the last hope in the winner's side, at least, of the top 8. Justin Wong gonna have to run 3 back up against Tokido, one of the toughest names in Street Fighter V.
Remember that Tokido and Infiltration in the beginning of the season certainly seemed invincible to most people until that streak was broken, but it's already been these two, and then followed by Justin, who had just a huge streak of dominance across all these ranking tournaments. No surprise that these players find themselves in the Winners Semifinals here at the Brooklyn Beatdown.
And Tokido very much recognizes the stakes at this point. He's got himself a huge lead, 2 games, very comfortable, and now he's playing much more reserved in this 3rd game. Not trying to do too much. Really feels that this win is his to lose. And it's up to Justin to really change the complexion of this matchup.
It just seems like he hasn't found the range that he is comfortable in. Tokido keeping Justin out.
Yeah, it's like Tokido was just there a second earlier, no matter what Justin tries to do. If he tries to move in, if he tries to move out, if he tries to jump, Tokido is just right there already. The crouch strong, they stand light kicks.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting Tatsu. Blocked and punished appropriately by Justin Wong. Solar Plexus has been such a huge source of damage for Tokido. Didn't connect on that one, though. Good break. And again, it's been Tokido with that in and out dashing.
He's just such a cerebral player. He's establishing rhythms, he's establishing patterns, so then he can kind of mix it up on the fly, sneak something by you.
No combo under on that series of lights. Tatsu helicopter out of the corner. Something that other reviews have been abusing thus far.
Yeah. He might have even been trying to bait that EX. Tokido just 1 round away from moving on.
Both players sitting on a full stock of that E-Tank. How will they use it?
You know the E-Tank.
Oh!
Okay.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yay.
Don't count him out yet, though. Fully stocked Tokido. All right, Justin Wong. Give him that
Final
boot.
round. Fight.
It was actually, that wake-up dash was pretty interesting from Tokido in the situation. It seems kind of silly, but given the mindset of both players, I actually think it was the right choice. Justin just kind of outthought him.
Justin's starting to find his rhythm now as he's laying down a lot of these normals in the mid-screen game. And establish his superior footsies. Certainly does stand a chance as he goes right through that fireball telepathically. That is that low medium punch that has been so problematic for Karin to get in.
Oh, the backdash avoids the grab. Hard read there. Oh, Justin just failing the block. Might have wanted the DP and just messed it all up. Does avoid the stun.
That throw so badly. Dash into nothing.
Watch the ankles.
No, that light kick or that medium kick could have been triggered into the critical art.
He's only got the EXDP now, Justin, for defense. Tokido, trigger available. Nice reaction from Justin, and he'll have another meter soon.
I mean, there's literally 100 different variations of how Tokido can connect with all these resources, but Justin doing a stellar job of playing keep away with 10 seconds to go. It looks like he has the lead.
He just needs chip. That's it.
Oh my
there's
goodness,
nowhere
this
for
is
Justin
the
to
biggest
go.
timer
Justin
scam in
can't
the history of
defeat trigger.
mankind! That is not fair.
Sent boosts by XiaoHai, but you know he's beaten very, very top-level people so far today.
Yeah, playing
Alucard
very
as well.
Great representation from Brazil. Again, Brazil sending so many strong players so many years in a row now out here. But what a jump timing from Momochi. I think we've talked about Brolynho's, one of his biggest strengths is his ability to use the V skill at the right time, building up his V trigger meter all the way even before he loses half of his life.
Right.
And I think Momochi knows that.
Look at this grounded walking forward by Brolynho. He's very patient, just an escape by Momochi. And then walking up, and again, what is it? Back strong fierce. It's so consistently been that he's looked for back strong, been able to confirm if it's hitting and get the rest of the combo. And look at this patience. Momochi's just waiting. He knows he doesn't really need to make many moves. Okay, he can play patiently on the ground. He can even get hit a few times, and it's no big deal. But he doesn't want to jump in because that can lead into bad things. So instead, he's just waiting for Brolynho to jump. If Brolynho doesn't jump, then okay, walk with grab.
Yeah, and look,
Crouching medium kick.
we all know that once Necalli gets on V-Trigger, he's one of the fastest characters in the game, like in terms of walk speed and such. He started walking at Momochi, trying to break that distance that Momochi that we've been talking about likes to keep. And Momochi didn't panic, he didn't backdash, he didn't jump away, he didn't touch a button, he just walked back until he had to block. And he was like, whatever, I'm blocking, I'm cool with this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing a different game. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
It's a game where you don't mind playing defense. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, so
stand light punch into Hurricane.
yeah, so I had forgotten about this because I hadn't seen the tech used by anybody in some months. Ken's stand
shorter than the cancel window on hit. So if you time it right every single time that you hit it with that window difference, it'll only come out on hit. So that's a really powerful tool that Momochi has. And he's the kind of guy who practices those things. You know, he practiced crouching medium kick confirm only on hit in the super, which I know other Ken players have started doing since they've seen Momochi do it. And Momochi just walked right up at Brolynho, and Brolynho got the combo, and Momochi was like, whatever. Oh, there we go.
Brolynho's still alive. Just like that.
Yeah.
Ran into crouching strong. And that was a range, that crouching strong range was a range where the only way it's going to hit is if the opponent is getting hit. It's the only way it's going to touch, so you might as well cancel into V-trigger. Or hey, if you get it wrong, you have frame advantage anyway. It's all good. There comes Ken, punishing that Dragon Punch really well.
Nice. Got the auto crit. direct uppercut. Oh, not confirmed the back medium punch that time.
Yeah, but very interesting to see that he ran forward as potentially a counter to jump back short OS.
See that he was just outside of the range of that ground pound, and most people would be like, oh, you blocked and it missed it.
Fight.
It's going to take a lot of changes out of Brolynho, and it's hard to even recommend what they should be. Should your mix-ups be better? Sure, that'd be great. Don't let Momochi block all the time. You got to mix them up. Okay, but that's much easier said than it is done. The defense that Momochi has shown has just been impeccable. I do feel that Momochi has successfully convinced Brolynho that he needs to play grounded only. And if you're Necalli, one of your big tool sets is the air approach. You know, you have some great jump ins, and you have there's the confirm.
Yeah.
That was confirmed for sure. You know, Necalli can jump, and yet I feel like that's been taken out of Brolynho's game.
Yeah, he's been staying on the ground. He's just been trying to play the switchy game. And I also feel like, too, that Momochi has convinced him to be extra aggressive. So he keeps walking into things. Did you see the perfect timing that Momochi had there? He waited, hit the button right when he felt. That's where you have that emotion read. Like, he's not going to hit a button until now. Right? And it's crazy how often strong players are right on that situation.
Yeah, he might have been trying to do the tech. And you know what? It's not going to matter. It's probably going to be the kill. Yes, that should be that. Momochi, I believe, has eliminated SOA Brolynho. Brolynho had a really strong showing today.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
I want to give it all up to Brolynho for getting top 8 here and doing as well as he did, representing Brazil.
Hour right now, so let's see what Haitani can do to stop this train that is Commander Jesse. We're punishing the drill with a ground pound.
Ooh, great timing, and strange to see a stand fierce in that kind of situation for Sim. But Haitani had the movement forward. There's a chance for Jesse to escape. He takes it. And Haitani doesn't look like he's too concerned. You see him looking for stuff.
But a great read on the ground pound. It's going to give Commander Jesse a good chunky damage combo there. Went for the Yoga Gale, but a jump back light punch from Haitani to stop most of Dhalsim's options from that Yoga Gale mix-up.
Patience on Haitani's side. He might be able to, okay, couldn't quite get there all the way. Oh, he's fierce. Again, a couple of strange timings on that.
Oh!
Not punished as well as it could have been. That could have been it. Overhead or low. Oh, neither!
To avoid the uppercut. Commander Jesse pulling out the tricks. There it is. He takes round 1. But still a long way to go. Yeah, knew that wasn't a block screen. Gets out of there with the teleport. Haitani just getting as much damage as he can with that overhead.
It can be a tough matchup for Sim. Those ground pounds can just kind of get through the zoning. The whip punishing by Necalli can be really strong. And of course, the pressure from Necalli is really good too if he gets in.
I love Haitani there, though, expecting the teleport again and immediately jumping in. So even though he had teleported, he was able to keep the pressure going.
Lovely whip punish. Commander Jesse still trying to play this distance game. He got the hit, didn't expect it.
I've seen Haitani so far go for that crouching roundhouse to trade with the Dhalsim pokes maybe 3 times, but he's 0 for 3 on it right now.
Okay, so Jesse spends his trigger, gets rid of a little bit of Haitani's as well.
That's
if
right.
he can delay that, that would be helpful for him. But that said, Haitani still has the life lead. He's looking good. No big problem. I love that.
Yeah,
that's very important to establish on Haitani's side.
Looks like Jesse was just looking to get in one time to get a hit into the combo and a super.
Oh, but really tough to convert, yeah.
And Haitani seems to be very ready with the stand light punches on the air teleport. Oh,
he went in.
Snuck in with the throw and another throw.
Commander Jesse! Is this a zoner or a grappler? Changes, but I certainly believe in his ability to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see a little bit more variation in how he tries to approach. Just surprising, actually misplaced the V skill, and that's a testament to Commander Jesse being evasive.
Right. And finally, Haitani gets that crouching roundhouse against the poke with the crush counter, and that's what makes that.
Oh, chance here for Haitani to take control.
Wow, and then a key back medium kick into Yoga Flame. get Haitani out of there, basically threading the needle, as we mentioned before. Wow! Just sliding under at a range that and a timing that I don't think Haitani was ready for.
There it is. Yeah, I have to see that. There's so much recovery on the teleport. That has to be something that Haitani takes advantage of.
Over gets hit, and now he's cooking. But he gets out of there. But now he doesn't want to move forward because he doesn't want to walk in that fire. He has so little health.
Oh,
again.
What a buffer. Here's Haitani. He finally finds the hit. Can he take the round? He does.
Gets the frame trap, and that EX so much damage.
Round 2.
Never seen that either.
Fight.
Okay, great timing on the V-skill right there. Punishable, you know, not quite there.
Again, just doing a good job. And you see, Haitani has gone with that jump back light punch in that situation so many times, but he knows that beats most of Dhalsim's mix-up options. Either gets away or beats the Gale.
So Haitani's doing a much better job right now of varying how he comes in, whether he jumps, whether he does dive kick as he does so. The mix-ups up close have been better. That time he took to think about it, I think, really helped him out. Not dead yet. Overhead. Grabbed, actually.
Ooh,
hold on.
Overhead, what?
Are we going to see Grappler Dhalsim again? No. Yeah, it looks like it should have thrown invulnerable frames, right?
Round 1.
A lot of people said he was the best player in Japan, and he
Exactly.
was doing it with Necalli. Still, certainly one of the best players in the world.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's one of those proverbial Japanese gods. Oh! Another meaty slide setup. Double meaty slide setup on quick rise and on nothing.
Oh, very cute, almost ST-like. Yeah, it's nice to establish that on Haitani. That said, it's quite a risk to take to go for uppercut in that kind of situation.
Right. Oh! Interesting that he thought he had that uppercut.
Oh,
it
wow,
went
what
for
a
the
response by Haitani to keep his eyes open there, get the jab. Now he has a knockdown, potentially something
Great
else.
start.
No!
It's a counter hit, so he's going to be able to confirm it. He saw that it was a counter hit and went for the double crouching fierce
Round 2.
to get max damage. Alright, Jesse now.
There it
Beautiful
is.
whip punish.
Yeah, it has been a problem in some situations for Jesse that he's been hanging some buttons out there.
Right. But the nice thing about it, at least that one wasn't a crush counter. Otherwise, he would have been stuck on the ground for a while. Wow, he just went for a throw. That was not a safe dive height.
Sometimes you gotta do stuff.
Oh, he's going to be able to punish that, yeah. Getting hit out of the air. Stayed
From
from
the
the front.
front.
God, look at how much life he lost from cooking and from those hits.
Jesse, again, doesn't challenge on the anti-air. At that range, he's been pretty much blocking, not wanting to take the risk. But here's Haitani now. Great tech. Haitani backing off.
Oh,
no!
no,
Could
that
be
was-
punished! It was not!
It hit at a weird timing that made it really hard to punish because it could have been sort of meaty.
I guess you might be right, actually. Anything out of
Here's free
Haitani,
throw.
no
Here comes Grappler
patience.
Dhalsim again.
Can he make this
Oh.
work? I love the patience from
Almost
Haitani.
shimmy. Yeah,
He didn't think it was going to be Grappler Dhalsim again. He was right.
Oh, and then he gets a jump at the perfect timing. Not intentionally what he was trying to punish with the jump, but that was right when Jesse went for the drill. And there is delay when he lands from that drill, and he got hit out of it. Ooh, that was so dangerous to do that fireball so close.
Yeah, so few Sims are willing to do that against somebody like Necalli, because if Necalli expects it, he can really blow that up. But it was a read. It was right.
That's dive kick, yeah, beautiful. Changing the timing of his jump, making it harder to anti-air, but of course Jesse with a great start, half life lead because he comboed with the super, but there's that crush counter. And you see how far Haitani dashes to bring him to the corner.
So Jesse's done such a good job of establishing that pressure that Haitani has brought out very few Dragon Punches since the start, and that's a big benefit to Commander Jesse if he can keep that up.
Ooh, he gets to confirm, but then he
From
keeps
the
going
front,
in.
he didn't think it was going to work. Will he go low? He tried it, yes. Can Haitani make this happen?
And he
does.
goes low! Commander Jesse going up 2-1 over Haitani.
Pretty consistent
Round 1.
in getting the right call.
Fight.
We did see him, by the way, try to challenge that jump in from Necalli. He got the wrong choice. There was a dive kick rather than what he wanted. But it's interesting to me that he maybe feels comfortable enough now to start testing that.
Oh, nice jump in timing from Haitani. Gonna get some good damage and take Dhalsim to the corner. And good block on the overhead. Wow! Whip punishes from Haitani, and he's gonna get that combo again. Haitani not dealing with that fireball above his head very well. couple of times now that he's gone for that crouch roundhouse in ranges where it wasn't going to connect.
There was that anti-air, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can see it coming more from Jesse now. Love the dash up. You really have to.
Beautiful chase down.
Like I said, you got to abuse the teleport's recovery. It's a lot.
And you know what, Jesse, I think one of the things that's been able to help him win a lot of these matches is he's been playing very solid defense in the corner.
No anti-air there. Didn't want to take the risk. Here comes Haitani!
Big damage into the super. That's going to be the round for Haitani.
Got to be something he builds on. That was, potentially a good round for Jesse, but Haitani took it, and that's something he has to just say, you know what, even if Jesse's getting the mix-ups right, even if he zones me out for a while, my character has the potential to always take the round. You can't let yourself get out of it.
Right, you see Haitani going in immediately being aggressive. Already Jesse in the corner, and it wasn't even like, there's still like 95 seconds off the clock, he was already in the corner. There we go.
Looking good for Haitani right now. Oh, jab, beautiful. The overhead and tough to punish.
Okay.
He needs, I don't know, 6 mix-ups. It's a long road right now.
Well, there's a start right there, but it's just a stand light punch.
Okay, out of the air.
Yeah, nice. I like Haitani jumping away this time from that fireball. So I don't even want to deal with this.
Both players have a lot of time on the clock. Neither one needs to make anything big happen. Especially Haitani. Of course, he can just wait it out. Oh, hold on here. Jesse got the hit.
Oh my god.
Potentially one mix-up away, depending on what he goes for right here. No.
Yeah, smart not to go with that. Ooh, he got him with the stand.
He tied it up, man. He tied it up just like that. Can Jesse get this? Can Haitani not let this life lead melt away? It could be match point.
Oh no, that was a mistake. That was supposed to be a drill. But he did it.
We've seen Haitani not deal well with that. Some of the setups are things that people in the States and in Europe have been doing for quite a while, but I don't know if those players in Japan have the same experience.
Well, if that's the case, Haitani's definitely adapted. When the fireball's coming on his head, he's doing the right thing. He's jumping back now. He's not dealing with that mix-up. All right, gonna be able to get that. Oh, he goes for the mix-up, but then went for the throw.
There's the roaster. Oh, he tried to get the juggle. Would have been nice. Put himself into a bad spot. I love Haitani taking advantage.
Trying to get out of there, but beautiful forward dash from Haitani. I just like how much more aggressive Haitani has been whenever he's got the opening.
Just jumps back.
Yeah, just get out of there.
Not a lot of risk in that.
Ooh. Here he comes. Yeah, he's in.
Hey, okay.
The overhead. And you know what? He had just built the meter. Probably would have been enough for a chip.
Round 2.
Match point now, Haitani. Fighting from a good position. He has a lot of super as well, so he is a dangerous man.
Yeah, and also Haitani has had a really good lead on the throws as well. He's teched a bunch of throws already. Okay, there's that standing light punch, anti-air. Not a lot of damage. Oh, okay, he's gonna get good damage here. Max damage too, even taking a half step after the crush counter.
Oh, too far.
Yeah. Gets out of there. And Haitani didn't take advantage of that teleport delay that time, like he said he needs to do. Wow,
that's a risk coming in.
It's like I said, Commander Jesse's so aggressive with this Dhalsim. He likes to go in. Ooh, again a throw tech. Oh my. And the
Got it.
Wait, what was that?
That was a wake-up jump from Haitani?
I don't know. What
I'm
that
not sure
was.
either.
Yeah,
I think that's confusing. But in any case,
But it's
we're at
match
match point now between Haitani and Commander Jesse. Haitani, one of the gods of Japanese fighting games, and Commander Jesse from Southern California.
Oh, crush counter. Oh, not gonna go into the super. Oh, two. Yeah, close to stun. Very dangerous. He has to use the V reversal to try to lower that stun.
No risk on the anti-air.
Okay, once again, just getting him back. Trying to chase Haitani down. Haitani. Oh, there it is, the crush
big.
counter. Yeah. Oh, great block. He was at cross-up distance, came down from the front with the dive kick, but Jesse still blocked. Nice jump back light kick.
Commander Jesse was very close to making a huge comeback last game.
But he also had the super to do it. He doesn't have as much resources.
Hey, okay, Haitani is going to end up taking it. The run is over for Commander Jesse, but let's give it up.
Fight.
All right, we'll see how this plays out. Again, both of them, and it's interesting, right there. Momochi started by just using a V skill and going right in at Justin. So a little bit more aggression out of Momochi from the start than I would have expected. All right. Or standing light kicks.
Here's that patience from Momochi. Willing to just walk backwards, no big deal, doesn't feel too rushed about it.
Wow, nice confirm. Yeah, he tried to go for the stun, didn't quite get it.
Oh, that's a punish. Momochi takes advantage of it. He still needs a few hits to take this round. Justin putting up a wall.
Wow, what a throw technique like that. And just immediately into V reversal. Just wants to build more space away from the corner. I mean, look, if Ken hits you, you're going to the corner no matter what.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Ooh, what a block from Justin.
All Justin needs are, I think, 2 more of those medium kicks. But all Momochi needs is
Ken,
another hit, you know, and they could all go away.
great timing on that so that he wouldn't get hit by that. Here we go. That's it, just like that.
Yeah, if you thought I was being facetious or overestimating, no, I literally meant he needed one more.
Yep.
There it was. So after all that time of patient, clean, solid play, not that that was a wild mix-up or anything, but it was just a couple of hits that Momochi needed to seal the deal, to take off about 40% of Karin's life in total.
I wonder what Justin was going for there when he jumped at the last second. He gets the crush counter. Gonna send Momochi into the corner, sitting on full meter as well. And you can see both of these guys want to play this mid-range game. And I feel like Justin's winning this footsie game, but like as we said last round, Momochi just got a couple of those hits in there.
Right.
That's all that mattered. Oh, the air hurricane!
Huge chance now. Momochi's going to take off about a third. Justin has to be solid in this defense right now.
That's the second time Justin has teched a throw on Breaker. Oh, man. Just like that again. You get knocked into the corner. He gets one mix-up. That's it.
It's so ability to deal a billion at once. He still has the capability to carry you 2 entire stages worth of corner carry on any given combo. He still has those tools, and at the same time, his defense is so much higher.
Yeah, that's the third throw that Justin has teched as a mean throw. So Momochi is definitely not going to give up on that. Here we go, Justin getting the hits in. Cross counter. What a whiff punish from Momochi. Beautiful stuff.
Justin just trying to play patiently, trying to control. I think you're right that Justin's been winning a lot of the time in the mid-range. That's not what matters. Okay,
Right.
Time is one of the resources, but it's not the most important one. The most important one is the life bar up there. And 1 hit's going to do it. 2 hits is going to do it. That's Mika. I mean, that's Ken for you.
Exactly. How often have we seen this now? One hit into one mix-up, and that's what it's all it takes. That's really what the difference in this match is coming from. Justin has had to hit Ken like 7 or 8 times, and Ken.
You know, to be fair, Karin has a lot of damage output as well. Okay? It's not. I don't know if that is so disparate in this matchup. It's just that Momochi's defense has been immaculate, and yet he's still been able to hit the offense well. So he has both sides of his game running on full. That's hard to deal with for anybody.
Justin sitting on a lot of resources. However, that V-trigger is draining down, but you know, I don't think that's a problem. Don't get baited into using your V-trigger. Just play patient and find your hits in there. All right, no more V-trigger for Justin, but he's still sitting on that full meter. Oh, wow.
Sweep into, oh, from the front. Great block by Justin. That's a bunch of gray life to take, by the way, all at once. Looking for the hit confirm. Justin, I think Justin at this point seems like he's so timid almost on the ground. There's very little in the way of jumping. Not that he jumps a lot, but I feel like he's sucked that out of his game in a way that typically he doesn't.
Right. Ooh. Momochi reading Justin's rhythms and patterns when Justin's trying to get in there. Justin going to use that V reversal to try to put Momochi into the corner, then went for the shindy. It didn't work out and just gets a jump in the super. Momochi game 2 over Justin Wong.
Again, in terms of, so it's sort of like a football analogy, okay? Time of possession is a relevant stat, okay? It matters. You have to take it into the end zone yourself at some point. You have to stop the other guy from doing it at some point.
Yep. Wow, nice confirm into the palm strike. Oh, again, just walking right up into that range where you can get that back medium punch.
Justin playing a little bit more actively in terms of how often he presses buttons. I do still feel like he's not spent a lot of time up close pressuring. Or at least that those mix-ups haven't worked out very often for him. Momochi punishing on whiff. Justin has a big chance now though. A lot of damage available to him. Switch? Yes.
Yep, taking to the other side. Oh, a little too far for that to connect. There you go. Once again, cancel mode on the trigger. And
Why would he even look for back strong right there? What a smart move. At
that
a
was-
range where that's not going to hit unless she dashes up, but she did dash up.
yeah, that was so dangerous when Justin did the V trigger into the back step because Momochi was sitting on a meter. Momochi could have just supered it no matter what. Oh, Justin with the low forward, but no confirm.
Overhead? Ah, and then again the wall.
Justin at least was inching his way into chip range.
Round
But
2.
here he gets to save his entire meter. Again, nice confirm off of the single low forward hitch.
A little bit too far away. But Justin has the corner for himself. He can certainly turn things around. He just has to, you know, make damage happen. Either he can't get hit at all, or he has to make some a little bit more mix-ups work out for himself.
Punish, and he gets the shimmy, and he's
Okay.
going to go right into the super. He wants to take this round now, here and now.
Hey, I mean, maybe he's thinking the same thing. I have to make my damage count when I get the hits.
Yep. Sitting on a V reversal, so I can imagine Justin is going to use that. Yep, just like that. Get himself out of there. Oh no, here comes Momochi. That's one hit. That's the throw.
Yeah, we'll call that 2. It's fine. We'll call that 3.
Oh!
Oh, Justin, very gutsy. He did the jump back. You know, I am kind of surprised to not see an anti.
2. Can he make this comeback? Of course, he is in his hometown. Even though he was a NorCal native, formerly SoCal. I'm sorry, not native, even though he's
You know,
currently
whatever.
living in NorCal. And a while in SoCal, he was born, raised, and pretty much one of the kings of New York.
Well, Justin, you know what? He has been doing what I mentioned, even as tough as it is. Okay, he's been consistently controlling. That time of possession is still there. And at the same time, he has made his damage count when he's had the opportunity.
Into the corner against the V-trigger. Oh, nice. Got the counter poke. But a wake-up back medium punch from Momochi takes Justin right back into the corner. Oh, and he gets him. Not quite stunned. So close. What's the mix-up? Oh, no. Justin betting it all. That's how he lost in Japan Cup as well with that bet it all EX Rasenha.
Sometimes you have to do it. It's just hard to know when.
Good punish on the air hurricane. Got it from the other side.
Match point Momochi. Oh, nice. He's seen Justin do that so many times. Stand medium kick into another button.
Yep. What a whiff punish from Momochi.
All the way into the corner. Justin. Oh,
Dashes in.
again, that back strong at a range that is very smart.
Oh,
There's the auto
that
confirm.
mix-up. Yep, and the stun, which means Momochi is going to take it over Justin Wong. Momochi defeating a couple of EG players. All Japanese players except for XiaoHai.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 Japanese players in SFV, but yeah.
Right, okay. Four Japanese players. We're going to find out who's going down who's behind Momochi
Oh,
as well.
sure, yeah.
What? That standing light punch hit from so far away. Obviously, Haitani stuck a butt now, but to have a stand light punch win, whoa! Again, now a fierce from distance.
I think this is the kind of thing that happens when people play against each other a lot, to be honest. You really get a read on not just what the character does, but when the other person likes to press buttons. And some of the ranges that Fuudo has had, correct button presses, that's what that looks like to me. That's player familiarity. Where's she coming?
With the dash go
Yep.
from the top. Nice uppercut after the jumping light kick. Not a lot of block stun. Very hard to make a true block string, but then that crouching light kick, great range on that move.
It is, and it's quick, and it ducks under things. It ducked right under that Stan Fierce's hitbox.
Alright, comes Haitani going in there with the EX stomps. Not going to get any be able to follow up afterwards. Again, that standing light punch to beat the neutral jump from really far away. It's almost like Necalli doesn't have any buttons that beats it from that range off of a neutral jump. Just regular stand down. Oh, didn't confirm into the flying peach.
The ranges have just been so good from Fuudo as he's moved forward. He is moving forward, but he's been paying attention to exactly where he is at all times while he's been doing so. You notice that he's either been right up close or he's been at crouching strong anti-air range.
Yeah, again, he's just also been using that drop kick at such good timing. Oh, wait. But here comes Haitani. Wow!
Maybe no! The read by Haitani was there. He didn't press a button.
Wow,
He was
Fuudo
able to jump on reaction.
spending all of his resources just like that.
Final round.
Again, though, that's the kind of thing that happens when people play each other a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Haitani gets the grab. He's going to get knocked down. Decent situation. Not a whole lot he can do from up close, but at least he puts the opponent into the corner.
And then gets himself back thrown. Didn't walk back far enough away. Oh yeah, you know that one had to have been coming because he wants to put him back in the corner.
Of course, yeah, if there's a command grab, it's of course going to be that one.
Oh, didn't combo at that range. Standing fierce.
A little bit too, well, not the right button, I should say, for the counter hit there. Fuudo just needs one more hit. Same for Haitani. They're in very similar situations. A couple, though, for Haitani.
Oh,
He didn't
that
take
should
it.
do
He's
it
going to
right
live to
there.
regret it.
Oh,
No!
that was supposed to be super. And he hit the button too early before he finished that first game. And then you see the fighting game standard head tilt from Fuudo.
Everybody does it. It's one of
Everybody
those
does it.
international languages. The international language of slight disappointment after losing a fighting game.
Nice, confirm into the EX flying peach. Rose tries to keep him in the corner. Of course, that's where Mika gets all of her power. Well, it's where she's more powerful.
Right, yeah, I mean, the reason that Fuudo got to second place at EVO and the reason he's doing so well today is that he's not just that, right? He's not just about the corner. The footsies are just amazing. How many times have we seen him get forward medium kick into jab? That's not easy, all right? You have to be at just the right spot and you have to have good reactions. And yet he's been so consistently doing it.
Yeah, it's no shock that I feel like Momochi and Fuudo both have this kind of, you know, they play their character at a weirder distance and a like a more calculated style than most other people who use those characters, and that they are the ones here in the top 6 with these characters.
Nice.
Gets the confirm. Ooh, tried to get the regular throw, but nice backdash from Haitani. It's smart to go for the regular throw as opposed to command throw, because command throw you would have been stuck there for pretty much 10 years. Ooh, dashes in after the whip, standing roundhouse. Here comes Mika.
Fuudo has always thought that his reactions are one of his best attributes in fighting games. I think he's right about that.
Ooh, crouch. Oh, wow. You know, I think he might have started charging the drop kick, and as soon as he saw Haitani jump, he was like, maybe my best chance now is to try to hit him out of the air with the standing roundhouse, because if I charge it, I'm just going to get jump kicked.
Get some V meter, get some good damage, the corner control. You know, I really like how Haitani's played. He hasn't been overcommitting on a lot of situations. He's been great about just playing patiently. Of course, he makes some risks every now and then. Wow, okay. Wingless coming in. But no, in general, I think Haitani's made a lot of great decisions. No V reversal there. Haitani maybe saving it for V trigger now. That's what he does. Oh, really fierce from there.
All right, gonna use the V reversal, try to build a little momentum for himself as Fuudo just tries to go for a throw. Nice throw tech. Oh, wow! But too far away for Fuudo to do anything.
Why not, I guess? I mean, if the opponent messes up the combo, then you got the Dragon Punch.
It's the same.
Right.
Haitani is up 2-0 over Fuudo.
Yeah, there's the Dragon Punch again. I think that that's so good to establish that, as he has.
Oh, good. Again, crouch light, stand light, flying peach. Right, confirmed. Fuudo. He's in with the drop kick. Ooh. And here's this pressure, mid-screen pressure from Fuudo against Necalli. As we mentioned, you know, it's really not. Oh no! That was again an execution error from Fuudo. Coming out with a whip command throw in a combo situation.
It's looking so differently than when they played earlier in the top 32 when Fuudo took it.
Oh, here we go, but he's faded out the uppercut. Gonna get the crush counter, so he has the lead.
Oh, the scramble! Fuudo takes it. Maybe he can build on this. He's gonna have to if he's gonna stay alive in this tournament.
Round 2.
And we've talked about the scrambles happen, and a lot of times, whether you win a tournament or not, usually comes down to how you fared out of these crazy scrambles.
It really does play a big part. Everybody gets in a scramble situation now and then, even these kinds of players.
Nice bait to the jump and be able to uppercut. And he went. That is the third time we've seen Mika jump out of the corner, then
Oh, hold on! That was almost golden for Haitani, but instead now the stun's all gone for Fuudo. Haitani's in the corner. He's in a bad spot. One more mix-up.
Oh, and there it is into the stun. Trying to build some meter. Not going to have enough for super. So he's just going to take him back to the corner for the reset.
Oh, wake up jab!
Classic! The stand light punch into V-trigger is going to give it to Haitani. And now he is at match point.
Trying to get the run back all the way through
Final round.
from earlier in top 32.
Fight.
Haitani has just been playing very well at that range. He's had neutral jumps at the right time a lot of the time. The normals have been correct a lot of the time. This time, though, Fuudo had the great anti-air spacing, great normals on the way in. Oh, he was too late.
Yeah.
Surprising. Fuudo's usually so good at that.
Trying to get that flying peach at that range where it can be safe.
Haitani with the risk, pays off. Now he can go into crazy mode. Fuudo playing patiently, doesn't see the need to go crazy.
Nice confirm. Gets the link. Oh, but here comes Haitani. Gets the hit. Ooh.
Fuudo has to play very patiently right now. Oh, that might have been it. No, he
Too
didn't
far,
quite
too
get
far,
there.
Too far.
Yes, yes.
Maybe EX. Oh my gosh. But not.
He just built the super.
Just got it.
So you can see on the bottom right there, there's no meter left. That was just obtained right there. Shoutouts to Haitani for getting the run back against Fuudo, who sent him.
Fight.
Both players have had a lot of success in other games. This reminds me very much of a certain EVO Grand Finals
Right. We saw
a couple years ago.
Don't forget that we saw XiaoHai do really well against Daigo. Blew up Daigo's Ryu. He uppercutted through Daigo's fireball like maybe 2 or 3 times. So let's see what kind of adjustments Tokido can make.
Yeah, I would say we're already seeing a different play. Tokido has escaped the corner. He's been more proactive about pressing buttons and about jumping in. Those are things that Daigo rarely did. And that use of the stored charged fireball is something that really very few Ryus did after the first week, but it feels like we're coming back to it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the buttons that Tokido's been hitting a little bit better than what Daigo was doing.
Well, he just has more active play. It's not he's walking around, he's walking backwards a lot, but he's not only doing that. There's jumps forward. Even when he is playing this defensive, patient game, there are buttons being hit. You know, there are things that he's doing.
XiaoHai has to be careful now. Tokido. Oh wait, never mind. Here comes uppercut in the super, and just like that, XiaoHai should be able to take this first round. No, not quite. Not quite. Oh, wow.
Gutsy.
Shoutouts to, I'm going to quote a favorite New York player here. You know Scare, I know Scare. He got right up there, threw him, and took that first round. continuing trying to apply this offensive pressure to XiaoHai.
XiaoHai is really good. You know, you talked about his reactions. Okay, that's something everybody thinks about XiaoHai for. But his choice of buttons, his whiff punishes are they're some of the best. They really are. And that's something that comes in if you have good reactions, of course. But on top of that, you need to be in the right spot. Okay, you can't do that from anywhere. And he is consistently in the right spot on screen to make those happen.
Oh, and there's that uppercut to go right through the fireball. Beautiful stuff from XiaoHai, recognizing that he was within range. And Tokido even tried to back up a little bit to get out of that range.
Yeah, it's tough. A lot of range on that Dragon Punch.
Yeah, that roundhouse uppercut, that roundhouse cannon spike goes ridiculous distances.
I do think it's important to see Tokido fighting. You know, again, there's a lot of patience, there's a lot of moving backward, but he's picking good times to throw fireballs, good times to jump. He is not keeping it easy. Wow,
Ooh,
roundhouse!
Just goes into the knee below. Oh no, he missed! And Tokido with the presence of mind to quick rise, but then he drops his combo.
I wonder if he thought he's on the opposite side?
Yeah, could have been. Ooh.
Any hit could do it. Tokido could confirm into super. And XiaoHai, look, there's the time's running out. 12 seconds left. Oh, EX is gone.
One. Wow, and a trade, I believe that. Was that standing light kick?
Round one.
XiaoHai on the right. Looked good.
Fight.
One player side.
Yeah, I remember when this game first came out, I really felt like Ryu had an advantage over Cammy. And I still felt that way even pretty recently, but watching the way XiaoHai is playing this match,
Yeah.
I don't think so anymore.
If you're consistently in exactly the right place on screen and consistently have the greatest reactions on Earth, it seems like it's a pretty doable matchup.
If you play the match perfectly,
Yeah, if you're a
like
robot,
the
it's
most
good.
ridiculous player, yeah, yeah, absolutely. No pressure, no.
Not on him. I mean, not by the way XiaoHai is playing. He doesn't feel any pressure. He's been doing everything so well. See, now he's trying to outrange sweep. I feel like is how he's playing. Trying to be outside of anything that Tokido can do. Can get things going, but
A missed
not.
conversion, yeah.
Yeah, you think he was looking for the hit confirm there? Was that the goal?
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, no one's actually hit confirming one crouching medium kick into drill. So there are ways to trip them up. You know, if you crouch at the last second, or if it just looks like you did something.
Wow, he got baited, or I don't know, gave into something there, but it was a costly mistake.
Ow.
Very
Oh my
costly
God.
mistake.
So much, and that's a stun. And there it is, Tokido gonna take this one with a perfect building meter for the phantom meter counter.
Yeah. I almost feel that.
Round
Trigger
one.
and a full meter. If you win an uppercut, yeah, you're pretty much dead when you're canceled. So, because that's going to be a crush counter combo, potentially V-trigger cancel into like some craziness. And Tokido didn't even have a V-trigger cancel in that combo and still did like, I swear it was like 600 damage.
Again, the mistake. Very uncharacteristic of XiaoHai, who I think of as having some of the best reactions in any fighting game. But in this set, for whatever reason, there have been 3 times when they've been costly errors where he's been looking for the confirm or looking for the reaction, and it hasn't been there.
Wow, he was crouching. Was he trying for an autocorrect uppercut? Didn't quite work out. Here we go, Tokido just playing very patient. Wow, gets the overhead, not enough to kill. And now here comes EX. No EX uppercut. He wants to save the meter potentially.
I think that XiaoHai was trying to bait a Dragon Punch, but even if that had come, there would have been super out of it, and he
What?
would have died. The stand jab, the range is not very good. It is very fast,
Round two.
Yeah.
but it was the right call.
I mean, look, if they traded, the priority would have given it to Cammy. Wow. And look at that, almost half-life on just that, on just uppercut in the super.
Second time that exact thing happened where there was a super, and then immediately after XiaoHai jumped, and immediately after Tokido had the stand roundhouse anti-air.
Yeah.
XiaoHai has to be very clear about not getting into those traps.
Man, did you see how long he walked back and forth and still got the uppercut on that fireball?
It's great to have those reactions, but I do wonder if he's being too insistent about them, and if that's part of why he's been making those errors.
Right.
You know, I wonder if he's just paying too much attention to that side of the game.
Yeah, that problem is if you're get too obsessed with trying to uppercut through fireballs, your footsie game is gonna get really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the V-trigger. Oh, nice. That's beautiful. Oh, only one hit. If he had just done short Tatsu, that might have actually killed. Oh boy.
XiaoHai lives.
Gets out of there with the. Oh, what? That's just.
I don't know.
That was not supposed to be an uppercut.
No, of course not.
Hit the nail right on the head. He's getting a little too obsessed with this little uppercut through the fireball thing. And so you see how he's just walking at that one range, and he's not really being threatening. Tokido doesn't have to worry about anything. He's just trying to find the right time to throw fireballs. That's it. Oh, here we go. That's a proper confirm. But wow, Tokido just ending that right away with a wake-up uppercut. Nope, not a second one. Gets out of the corner, but immediately thrown right back in.
It's very active defense by Tokido. He's jumping well, he's pressing buttons well. Attacking at just the right time. Oh, this time he didn't!
Yeah, he's gonna get the stun off of that. So here we go, XiaoHai taking the first round of game 4. This is 4 out of 5.
That game, or that round I should say, was definitely stronger. He had the reactions he's looking for. On top of that, everything else just seemed to go better. It seemed like when he's reacting better, maybe he's just feeling better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we've always talked about, how sometimes he seems like the best player in the world, and then sometimes he doesn't, right? And it could just be one of those situations where if he's just feeling it. But again, maybe I think outside of... Wow, okay. Yeah, see, he doesn't look like he's trying to go for crazy uppercuts through fireballs outside of not true blocks for the situation.
Oh, nice! Tokido gets some damage and out of the corner.
Try to go for the frame trap, the meaty with the background house. Oh no, uppercut. Good patience from Tokido, not hitting any buttons.
Tokido's very dangerous though. If he can find even a stand medium kick and confirm it,
Yep.
might be able to end the round or be very close at least.
Standing medium kick right now is the scariest button that Ryu has.
Yeah, could be V trigger canceled, could be right into super afterward.
Oh, he tried to go in, didn't get the combo, and again not the combo, no confirm. He's gonna get the knockdown, and the juggle. XiaoHai is tying it up.
It's largely on the strength of that.
Fight.
Oh wow, Tokido just getting caught by the V skill. I wonder if he went for a parry or something.
Now, are we going to see the different style from Tokido? Will he move forward more? Will there be more active play?
Oh, looks like he's playing. Oh, no uppercut.
No, could have been dive kick. Would have taken a risk on the
That's
uppercut.
true.
Definitely active stuff. I mean, it's, as we've been saying, it is active defense.
I think Tokido maybe should throw a few more fireballs because, like I said, I don't think XiaoHai is trying to look to uppercut through him as much as he used to.
Well, he's definitely trying to EX drill him. That's
Yeah,
for sure. Okay,
but
EX Hooligan
that's a
this
much
time.
easier reaction,
Yes.
and you get her to spend meter, and
Yes.
it doesn't give you as much, you know, it's not as much damage. Oh, that's the second time he's done that.
I think it's the third time, actually.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, but only sweep at that range. No
Yeah.
super yet. And he's been making these held fireballs now. Oh, but medium kick takes it, and XiaoHai played great in that round. What do you know? He's at match point.
Round 2.
Is he going to be able to get to play tomorrow in the grand finals? Or is Tokido going to make a comeback? It's 2 rounds, and what a jump timing. Gets under, tries to bait out an uppercut from Tokido, no dice. Again, no parries from Tokido.
Tokido really just hoping, I think, that XiaoHai will make more errors. That was a huge part of why he got those 2 games, and unfortunately for him, there's not a ton that he can do to force that.
Ooh, but that was too far. Challenging after that dive kick, gets the cross up, and uppercutting right in the middle. Brave stuff from XiaoHai.
Oh,
He
the
gets
jump
the
timing.
in.
Stand jab, wake up. They both whiffed it.
And this time XiaoHai gets the throw, just a couple of mix-ups left. Great block from Tokido, and knows that that's safe. Didn't try to hit any buttons afterwards.
I'm not sure what Tokido's
Oh, he's gonna
this is
confirm
what
it
he's
to
looking
super.
for, I guess. He's looking for exactly that kind of thing. Tokido can now move forward. No, he goes back to this. The defense. He's hoping to catch something. And that was exactly what XiaoHai wanted. He is in grand finals. We'll see him tomorrow. XiaoHai.
Mix-up and your character dies. But Haitani, of course, we've seen the kind of adaptation he's been able to make in the middle of fights.
Wow, these 2 players are playing at a very close range. It's not exactly point blank, and it's not like far footsies either. That's a range that a lot of people are uncomfortable at, but they both have some real mastery at. Back strong, fierce turns it into something good for Momochi. Now he's got the corner, but as he plays patiently. He's not insistent. We're not seeing run pressure really. We really haven't seen that from him too much all day.
Yeah, he's only done it like maybe once or twice.
Very rarely.
I've seen more raw runs than I have seen run cancels.
Yeah, and well, of course, run cancels are not exactly safe, but
Right.
it is something that most Kens will go to and get away with,
yeah.
more or less. And not all the time, but they will sometimes get away with it, and he hasn't even really tried.
Alright, here comes Haitani, gets the hit. Oh, but hits him out of the air, which kind of screwed up his timing a little bit. Tried to get another button when Ken had landed, but it was too late. Momochi landing with the back medium punch is going to be able to take that first round.
Again, this sort of close range, not exactly point blank play. Yeah, there's that raw run. Right? Ran right up there, and he had to confirm. Momochi confident in spacing, knows exactly where he's standing. And again, no need to overcommit.
Oh,
well,
well,
maybe you got to do it sometimes. I don't know.
I mean, look, we've always said you want to show that you can establish it, but when you do that, when your opponent has a V trigger sitting there, that's a problem because you're going to lose a giant chunk of life.
On the other hand, that's when people less expect it. So
It's true.
you gotta play the dice, man. You gotta play
Yeah.
the dice sometimes.
We said it earlier, right? After given enough time, the worst idea becomes the best idea. Dancing from Haitani, and he's gonna confirm into the super to take this round. So it's 1-1 in rounds in this first game. Who will take the 1-0 lead? This third round will decide that right now. Unless it's a double KO, in which not.
You never know. Haitani slowly trying to pressure and then backs off. And that's much the way that Momochi has been playing. I feel like there's a very similar style for both of these players right now.
Brolynho backdash in the corner to avoid.
Oh yeah, interrupted again. So Momochi's been looking for that. He's often been poking around with back strong, not just with stand medium kick. We haven't seen the back strong too much in this pressure series.
I did like the air-to-air from Momochi, though. It did beat the dive kick, which Haitani tried to do to throw off his jump timing.
There was that dash. Momochi got things going overhead from that range, and that timing is very unusual, but I like it a lot.
Again, air-to-air, but I felt like Momochi jumped first that time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Momochi takes the game.
As I mentioned before, the winner of this.
Round one.
All right, Momochi with game one.
It does seem like they have a similar style, right? They're both playing at similar ranges. When they both get up close, they both have good defense. They both have smart blocking. You know, they're looking for frame traps. I mean, these two players, I feel like, are playing a version of Street Fighter V that I rarely get to see, at least in the States.
Very footsie-heavy kind
Yes,
of game, right?
yes, and Footsie's in a closer range than a lot of people are comfortable at playing it.
Nice whip punish.
Ooh, wow, what a range to do that at. What a timing to do that at.
Point
Haitani,
blank ground pound, yeah.
yeah, very unusual. Haitani just backing off. He does have a very slight life lead, and I think he just wants to get the trigger at this point. He's pretty close.
Maybe just taking a little bit more damage and we'll have it about half-life. There it is.
There he goes. So now he's going to look to activate, you got to believe. Unless Momochi gets things going, then again, we've often said he's a hit away from taking this.
But there it is, Haitani. He is. I remember even early on in the year, we saw that wake-up light punch in the V-trigger like time after time again. Momochi knew it. He ran up, he baited it out, got the V-trigger activate. Oh, that's going to be able to confirm. I mean, that's pretty smart. You know your opponent. You know he likes to do wake-up light punch into V-trigger. You basically give him the time that it looks like he can hit you because you V-skilled up to him, and you bait it out, so now he can't V-trigger cancel and do a bunch of damage in another combo.
Okay, love the timing on that. There's been a lot of dancing back and forth. And while Momochi has had stand roundhouse a couple of times. This time it was stand roundhouse, and then Momochi snuck in the crouching medium kick. So there really is that wheel of options going on in that mid-range. Very interesting footsies match to watch. nice reactions, the jabs, and well, Momochi had the right idea. Saves the bar. Oh, he got it!
Got the hit. Is that going to be it? Oh, yeah, he has the super.
What a
He's gonna
question.
go right in the super. I didn't see he had the super.
Did he need the super? I don't know. 2-0 Momochi. Right, but as with Karin, Haitani's Necalli has a lot of damage available to it. Right? It's a very damaging character under the right circumstances. And yet Momochi's defense has been good enough that we've rarely seen that.
Right. The other characters definitely have a lot of damage here, but Momochi is just not giving them the opportunity to land that damage. You see right now, just slowly pushing Haitani into the corner. Wow, wake up, stand light punch.
It's something he hasn't done very often in this set. And so using it in the last game I think makes a lot of sense. Okay, stand roundhouse takes control. What? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not real sure. Well, now Momochi can kind of play patiently.
He spends his meter so he doesn't have a V trigger anymore. Use the V reversal. Now the problem right now is Haitani is in V trigger. He has no V reversal.
You see him buffering super? Yeah, he's down toward. That's what those little hops are about.
Right.
Those little bops.
So
Momochi's not throwing a fireball.
Okay,
Oh,
now
gutsy.
it's a shift time.
Ah, okay.
That's what I think.
Oh!
He did it! He just walked up, low forward into super, and that's going to give Haitani the round.
After Haitani had spent probably a good 10-15 seconds just buffering super, hoping to react to something, he thought, well, this isn't working out. Time to actually force this. Time to create something, and he did.
Maybe Haitani was also aware of that chip damage potential, was just looking for that moment that Momochi was going to try to press in with a low forward into super.
Again, consistently getting that reaction. Punish on the backdash. There's the auto confirm again.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of times where when that stand jab is blocked, nothing's come out. I'm more aware of that now.
Yes.
But look at this. Is that enough? Not quite, but I mean, really.
Oh, well, maybe not.
Wait.
Again, like you said, Haitani's Necalli has a lot of damage output. If he can just get the right things. He was looking for Wake Up Dragon Punch. It didn't come. It was a grab instead. And now Momochi is at match point, threatening to get into Losers Finals.
Yeah, that was kind of the right time to wait for an uppercut because that wasn't quite desperation uppercut moment. So it was like, you know what, let's just try this here right now because I have enough life to live, but...
Good read by Momochi. You really have to understand what to expect from your opponent to make that work.
It's always one of the most satisfying reads when you actually get that wake-up throw when you know the opponent is waiting for a dragon punch.
Haitani backs off just slightly to a more comfortable range.
Oh, gets the punch counter. I'm going to be able to confirm it into the V skill.
Both 2 hits away. Oh, maybe so! No, too late. Very unfortunate for Haitani. This could be it.
Oh, no.
He took the risk. Wisely this time. But Momochi still has that trigger available. He has excellent approach with that. Oh, here's what a crazy timing there is. That's going to be it.
Did it. He just did it. A wake-up uppercut into super.
He hadn't done it very often. Right? I mean, he had
last
just
time,
a couple of times in that set. Momochi.
No shot that the Losers Finals comes down to these two. And look at that, Momochi going crouching me in the uppercut in the middle of footsies for a whiff punish.
Already we've seen some really high-level stuff from him. That's amazing jump-in timing. The punish on the Hurricane with Fireball was there. He had the confirm on crouch medium kick with the whiff punish. All those things just in the first 10-15 seconds. Oh, thought he had it. No.
Yeah,
And that's costly.
Big damage there for Tokido. And also corner position as well. You see, oh wow. Momochi called out Tokido's couple of dashes. Tokido got away with it once, and then immediately the next time, Momochi with the crouching, with the back medium punch.
That confirm. And if you can confirm back strong, okay, by itself, then you are definitely going to confirm stand roundhouse into V-trigger, and consistently he has done so today. Now, stand around us, you have to space it well. Okay, it's not free. It can be punished, in fact, by a lot of characters if you do it at the wrong spot. But Momochi has been doing it at the right spot, and he has been confirming it into a lot of damage when he's gotten the hit.
Wow, just throwing out the standing round. It's walked into it, and he's going to spin the meter to get that big chunk of damage right away. Tokido with a parry attempt. Not sure what he was trying to parry. Momochi again has been having such a long road in losers brackets. So many players. It would not surprise me if he just had needed to do one more.
No,
but
the drop!
Too far away. That crouch fierce didn't hit where he wanted it to, and that's gonna go into the super. Is this gonna be enough? Not quite. Just a little bit left, and wake up crouch. Oh my!
Very dangerous. For both. There's the low. He thought it was going to be the overhead, but it was canceled. We've seen
here. This is Losers Finals. Winner has a chance to go to Grand Finals. Let's go. Nice. Good reaction to uppercut.
the decision making on when to move forward. Both of these players, when to move backwards. I think it's very interesting. They go through these phases of, I'm going to play patiently for a while, I'm going to play defensively for a while, almost to goad each other in to try to make something happen.
Wow, that barely sideswiped, but it did hit. Here comes Tokido. He gets the big dance combo. Momochi trying to get some pressure back in. Look at that dash right up the throw, but what a nice throw tech from Tokido.
Yeah, that was the attempted punish. It's possible, but I don't know if that was just the wrong spacing or what.
Oh, he gets out of the corner. That's very crucial for Tokido. But now only with barely a life lead. Gets the jump in. Both of these guys.
Entrance.
Now, both of these players have been hiding their jumps so well. I've seen so few uppercuts from either of these players.
Right, and they both have excellent reactions. They both have excellent anti-air ability. It's just that it's tough to do both. It really is tough to play so focused on the ground and to know exactly when to back off, when to move forward, and anti-air simultaneously. Few people can do that. Takes a lot of concentration.
Tokido really doesn't want to throw a fireball.
Well, Tokido is, he's, honestly, I feel like he's close to losing this. If he gets hit, oh! Next mix-up. Either way, super, no! No, Tokido takes it.
He got that overhead kick. I don't think there's anything Momochi could have done to have taken that round. I don't think there was enough time. I just don't think, unless Tokido just let go and he just hit Fierce with an uppercut or something like that. Alright, with that first round. Momochi getting in there with the throw, tries to go for a second one.
From the range that they often play at, it doesn't take long to walk up and get the grab, right? Momochi could have done it right there.
It's just, it's like I said, moving forward right into your opponent's personal space is one of the scariest and hardest things to do, because any button they press will get you.
Spent bar just to make sure he had the corner. Oh, no super, he saved it maybe now. No,
Oh,
saves it
still
again.
saved it. Wow, Tokido's usually pretty liberal with his super usage. Not the case right now. Wants to make sure. Though I'd imagine if he hit right, ooh, that might have been fire.
Oh, I'm surprised to not see V-trigger cancel on that stand medium kick. I feel like that's what Ryu tends to look for in this situation right here. He's got a button in medium kick that hits very far for this game, and it's conformable to somebody like Tokido, and yet he didn't go for it. Okay, advantage. Whoa, but Tokido taking advantage himself.
Oh, here comes Momochi. Momochi's timing of the forward dash is so good. And yeah, you see, they're so concentrated.
Wake up crouching short,
wow!
yes! Sometimes you'll see wake up crouching medium kick, but wake up crouching short jab.
In the super. Shoto players, he's the weakest at that. But I don't even know if a good player at that right now can uppercut so consistently, because these guys are so laser focused on this ground game right now. Man, those jumps literally are coming from nowhere.
That's really how it feels.
Yeah, if you're watching it, if you're watching a match, you know it's tough when the guy jumps and you're like, whoa, he jumped? And you know that means if you were playing, you probably wouldn't have uppercut either.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is again, that stand, that light punch.
Luckily for Tokido, though, there was no EXTP. No EXP.
Just like that, Momochi with this crazy rush down in the corner. Look at this life lead that he has. And Tokido's going to land on that fireball.
Beautiful.
And get launched right into the hand of Bison. Your soul is mine.
Fight.
Wrong game.
Ah, okay, so the variation there was dash forward, not grab. It was Fierce for the counter. Again for the counter.
And close the stun. Great low blocks from Tokido. Oh!
The navigation around the sweep was beautiful because you know Tokido's looking for it. He wants to activate it. He wants sweep activation, and so Momochi paid attention to that. Both have to be very focused. As Tokido, you don't want to have made it to Winners Finals at an event like this and then lose 2 in a row.
Right.
Not just because that sucks, but because that's a bunch of G's you're giving up. A bunch.
Momochi is looking so strong right now. Tokido having to do a
Punish.
miraculous wake-up uppercut.
Wake up back strong, though. So that both of them are going for that. You know, when one person starts to do something like that, you often see the other have the same idea.
Yep.
And I think that did happen there a couple of times.
And now Momochi is at match point to be able to make it into grand finals tomorrow. Can he seal it with this round right now? And immediately walking right up with those back medium punches, trying to apply that pressure.
Look at that range.
And you see him just stand there.
Yeah, I think okay, he had the range a little bit wrong, but I love that he's willing to do it. Tokido, in fact, backed out of it once. Just didn't feel comfortable. Okay, Tokido now maybe with a chance to pressure. There has been, I would say there's been more backwards movement from him in this set, especially after the game he won, than there has been forward movement.
Alright, so just enough screen space for Momochi to get the jump back OS, and now he's pushed Tokido in the corner. Backdash just a little too slow to be able to punish that throw.
What a punish!
He's out of there. Oh, that's punishable. But Momochi can get so much more.
Yeah.
Tokido trying to stay alive. Oh, he gets the jump in! And that's going to do it if he doesn't drop this combo. Yes, and he saves all that meter.
We have to see more gutsy plays like that. That's what ended up taking the round right there after so long of playing on the ground.
Especially against such a flashy fighter. See, they both just don't want to commit and trying to be a little bit too aggressive on the offense.
Oh. Yeah, deciding on when to go in is really tough in this kind of situation.
Oh, a back throw. Momochi has corner.
No, not anymore. Tokido now has the corner for himself. That said, not anymore.
That's what he did to Haitani. Just the wake-up uppercut and the super, and it worked again.
It's the difference between this play right here, and then all of a sudden wake up Dragon Punch Super. Right? That's why Dragon Punch Super hits, because it's so unexpected.
Oh, wow. Nice auto-correct uppercut. That could have been a combo in the super. Just getting the meter on that uppercut.
Tokido now fishing for that stand medium kick. Gotta think he's looking for the V-trigger cancel to get into super. If he does hit that, he's going to take this round. He's going to take this game, send it to the last one. That's what he wants, so Momochi's just staying away from it. You see where Momochi's playing, it's outside of stand medium kick range or jumping right through.
Oh, okay, so no more V-trigger. You know what? He just doesn't want to deal with that mix-up.
Oh, that might be it! It is.
What happened? That was such an odd timing. Maybe that was supposed to be EX Hurricane. I want to do the EX Hurricane, so I just, a little bit of an execution error. As we said, it's been a long day, but great start to this one. Right away, taking a fourth of Tokido's life in this first round. Nice stand, light punch check from Tokido. And an auto-correct uppercut. He's going to get the counter hit.
Look at his forward play right now by Tokido. It's not just the distance. He's really moving forward, and Momochi recognized it, and he gets the hit as a result. Momochi trying to outrange that medium kick. Whenever there has been V-trigger on Ryu's side, you see Momochi try to stay away from sweep, away from medium kick.
Just takes it. Just takes it. Oh, wow. Okay. Got an anti-air uppercut. Like I said, we haven't seen a lot from the two, but I definitely think Momochi has better reactions for that than Tokido does.
Now Tokido, I think, is looking for the air approach, or maybe not. Oh, into something else? Yes. any more hits gonna do it.
Ooh, MG Joe.
And Tokido make this happen. EX at an unusual timing. And then jab into back medium. That's a very common hit confirm from Ken. I think that's just what Momochi was going for, but Tokido blocked, then tried to make something happen, expecting maybe a shimmy, the 2016 mix-up, to back off. It didn't come. Match point Momochi.
That's right, but a great standing roundhouse to crush counter that run. So last round, Momochi got basically a free 25% damage at the start. This time, Tokido gets basically a 30% free damage at the start. Oh, you know what?
His own Dragon Punch super. Why not? Again, he's played very solidly as well.
Another one of those anything you can do, I can do better moments. Oh, no uppercut from Momochi.
Tokido keeps trying to get the punish to stand short on stand roundhouse. That I don't know if it's the range or the timing that sets off.
Ooh, a trade.
Oh!
And the fireball made it through.
We're going to the final round here to see who makes it to grand finals. Tomorrow, it's going to be one of these two.
Last game, last match. Tokido versus Momochi. In a nail biter, Momochi, of course, sitting on much more resources. And there it is again. The uppercut and the super. So just like that, Momochi with a huge life lead.
And he moves forward, looking for crush counter. It did not come. Again, looks for crush counter.
Oh, a nice auto-corrected uppercut once again. Turn around and uppercut.
He did go for the run cancel. It was here in the very last round, potentially of the day.
Okay, Tokido with a back throw. He's getting close to building a super. He wants that super. But he can't obsess over it. He's got to do the damage when he can.
Oh, that was a counter hit, not a punish.
Ooh,
Tokido is almost on the ropes right here. He needs to move around very cautiously or else go totally nuts. It's got to be something. Cautiously it is.
Oh,
no
confirming a super.
Right. Well, I don't know if you wanted to spend it there. I'm not sure. I've got to think he had the ability to get the confirm. Momochi trying to move forward. There's the run cancel again! Again! We haven't seen Momochi do run cancel
But like I said, Momochi's style, it's been really interesting to see. Oh, he actually moves forward at the very start, not what I was looking for.
Right, but you're going to see right now that Momochi's going to try to maintain that distance from XiaoHai. He wants to stay out of her range, because once she gets up close, that's where XiaoHai definitely shines.
Well, XiaoHai also shines in the ability to move forward. He knows exactly when to press the button on the way in, dash in, maybe jump in, maybe get a dive kick on the way in. So far, though, very interesting to see that he's mostly played grounded. Oh, okay, after all that time, sending up the grounded times, he's in.
Oh, and Momochi waking up with a back medium punch, going right into a combo, and now throwing XiaoHai into the corner.
Momochi's been interrupting all weekend.
But there's one
again, interruption. That was really Cammy's time to move, but he got the thing first.
And actually XiaoHai doing the same thing. Oh, that's really positive. But Momochi drops the combo, and so does XiaoHai.
Very rare for both players.
Definitely sign of nerves very early on from both of these players. And now Momochi backing off. You see, he's trying to gather himself. He also has a lot of meter. Cammy just activated her V trigger. So now, if Ken can get her down low enough, it's chip damage, but he's not going to need it. He's just going to take it with that throw. Momochi taking round one.
So I'm really interested about how so far both players have had little changes on what we expected. In fact, Momochi's moved forward a little bit, and in fact, XiaoHai has been playing footsies in the mid-range a lot.
And there, you just saw Momochi use one of the run cancels, which he saved for the very end against Tokido. He hadn't used it a lot ahead of time, but we saw it right away now here in the second round.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing mix-ups. Both players clearly came into it expecting the other to do what we expected, and they're not doing it.
And so far, XiaoHai looks like he's trying to play that middle ground game by using that move right there, the standing medium kick, a lot. He is using that to measure distances and to keep Momochi, tempered from hitting buttons.
Again, that interruption with back strong, and he confirms it into the rest of the combo. But here's XiaoHai with this patient play. Sure, the dash is there, but we really haven't seen him move forward as strongly as Cammy can. Oh, gotta take this big opportunity. A lot of damage there, still has some trigger left.
Yeah, gonna try to save that, perhaps to get into a drill, into combo, into super after a trigger, but
look for Momochi to try to take up space with like a fireball or something. Get into V-trigger cancel, roundhouse maybe. He's gonna need, there's the down strong, right into it. That's exactly what he needed.
He's gonna go right into the super. That means Momochi's gonna take the first game here in the first set. Don't forget, guys, Momochi Momochi is coming from loser's bracket. That's what that little L said.
Watched it for a little bit, and what I heard from a friend was that he didn't like the result. He didn't like how that went. Here comes Momochi now. Already has corner for himself. The opponent's stuck.
Yeah, exactly. In Street Fighter V, you do not want to be put in the corner. That is a bad position to be in.
There's
and
the
right
reaction.
there, yeah, great reactions from XiaoHai, catching the anti-air from Momochi's jump.
Okay, so one of the first dive kicks, but look, Momochi has not been afraid to do exactly that, to take the pressure off of himself with the wrist.
Oh, but XiaoHai countering with the stand fierce on wake up, so he's going to get the full V-trigger combos, not going to save the second half.
There comes Momochi. He went low. That should be it. Yes.
And there you see right there why Ken is such a strong character. His damage potential, like every time he hits you, every time he punishes you for a mistake, he gets so much damage off of that compared to a lot of characters. And Cammy is not a character with a lot of health in the first place.
Look at this, Momochi moving forward so consistently. I think that must be throwing XiaoHai off. I really do, because nobody expected that with how defensively, how patiently he played yesterday.
And you know, and it's interesting because XiaoHai right there just dashed under Ken, went for the mix-up. The first time he actually tried to hit him, the second time he went for the throw, and Momochi read it, he teched that throw.
Look at that run. Again, things he did not do yesterday. Oh.
Right now.
XiaoHai slowing down.
Oh!
He thought he was at the right range. He's not. That's something he looks for a lot. Try to Dragon Punch through fireballs. It's possible.
Oh, so he's going to get away with
Escape.
that. But
Oh,
you know what? Momochi knows the punish. He knows how to chase down that super. He's not going to let XiaoHai get away with that.
The goal of that super is to try to escape, and clearly it did not work. And then Momochi comes in for the immediate attack. He wasn't afraid of Dragon.
You know, he's been thinking about what to make, what adjustment to make, and here we go. And Momochi in there already.
Oh, wow. He confirmed. He saw that crouching medium kick hit, and he pressed the Dragon Punch as a result. That is a reaction.
Nice. There's that reaction. Oh, nice. Made it right over the fireball. Tried to get under, but
The wrist,
fight to it.
Momochi has so long played this style where he has a sort of patient defensive style, footsies, mid-range style, and every once in a while he will explode. And so far, in this grand finals, he's been explosive.
All right, but here's that situation. Nice, you see him walk back to make sure Momochi couldn't jump out of the corner. And then he had the anti-air all ready to go. Oh, but Momochi just responds with a hurricane and a V-trigger.
Okay, gotta be the start of things here for XiaoHai. The delay was good.
Yes, that's gonna do it. XiaoHai takes his first round against Momochi. All right, that is a huge sigh of relief for XiaoHai.
Yeah, and I love the delay that allowed him to get that hit. He's seen Momochi now wake up with a bunch of buttons, and so he delayed his to sort of capitalize on that. He's staying aware.
Oh, nice. Using that air hurricane changes Ken's jump trajectory, makes him really hard to hit, and that's why it was able to beat Cammy's anti-air. And now you can see back to this mid-range game again. This is where Momochi has, wanted to play, but
There it is.
Yeah.
Very important for XiaoHai's confidence, I think, to make sure that that does work.
Yeah, and that is something that pretty much he's the only Cammy that does, by the way, the uppercut through that fireball. Okay, see, that time he dashed under, and that time again, Momochi blocked.
I love
the
that
cross
sweep.
under.
That was it just in case the crouching medium kick whiffed.
Oh, here we go.
Confirm.
And Momochi's ability to confirm off of one back medium punch into the full target combo is crazy because the target combo is not safe on blocks.
Yeah.
You can't just do that willy-nilly.
It's tough to do. It takes quick reactions.
All right, once again, back to
XiaoHai
this.
slowly trying to convince Momochi to move backwards. You see, in general, that's been how it's going. Momochi is worried about the implied threat that Cammy has with the dive kick on the way in. He's trying to space himself to be safe against it. Oh, the movement board on the ground instead.
Oh, not super. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, he didn't.
No,
fight
he
heavy.
wasn't
He did
there.
not fight heavy.
Momochi.
But Momochi has a super, and he doesn't use it.
Very surprising to see him not use it. This might be an escape. Can he get there in time?
He
Yes!
does it with the V skill. Wow. Now, look, the last couple of times, XiaoHai dashed forward and went for the throw, and Momochi got thrown once, teched the second time. That's why XiaoHai got away with dashing up, walk back into fierce and the punish. But Momochi able to bring that back and saved all of his super meter for this round.
There's so much just-in-case play. Oh, Momochi!
No.
And the stun is coming. It is. This might be the round.
Oh,
This
yeah.
might be the
No,
reset,
that's it.
James.
That's it.
the reset. Momochi just like that. It's a very quick 3-0 to
That's-
send XiaoHai into loser's bracket. Now we're going to have one final 13 and 2014. I mean, he's not starting from nothing. It seems to me as though he is missing things, but on top of that, Momochi is ready just in case every time.
Now we saw there XiaoHai again with another attempt to uppercut through the fireball and was too far away. And now this time, Momochi has been waking up with back medium punch so much, and this time he wakes up with a throw.
Yeah, or dragon punch, right? So that's what XiaoHai was probably looking for.
Oh,
right there.
wow. XiaoHai going with his own back throw and gets him. Throw bait.
And he spends the full trigger. Good damage. The stun is there. He still has corner control. Still there.
Pressure. Yeah, this is the game that XiaoHai wants to play. Stay in his face.
Yes, now it's Ken's turn. And the low again.
The same, the slightly delayed, the ever so subtly delayed crouching light kick.
Yes,
and
he got the hit.
He's going to be able to complete it. And just like that, XiaoHai with a great round. But there again is what Ken does.
Exactly.
He turns it around off of 2 mistakes.
Exactly. And, you know, Momochi has been playing with great confirms. There are things, not patience exactly, but his defense has been great. A lot of just-in-case things again. And with that style, plus the explosion that Ken can be, tough to play against.
Yeah, and I thought that was really telling at that time that XiaoHai, after he got a knockdown, actually just blocked on Ken's wake-up. I think he's kind of confused, but he still has Momochi in the corner. Successful block against the Hurricane.
Very important to block that short.
Yeah, no invincibility on the Hurricane. It's just 3 frames, so it hits really fast.
Yeah, the very, very fast startup.
Not quite enough to kill.
There's that crouching medium kick. Momochi is not afraid.
Oh, he got in. Here we go. That's 1 mistake.
One hit
look
left.
at this. 1 more mistake. As I said, like 2 mistakes every single time for Momochi.
Oh!
He baited out the throw, but he didn't get anything from it. And XiaoHai is going to survive 1 round here. So in this crucial 4th game,
right, this is the first game. Exactly, it's 0-0 right now in this 2nd set. One of the problems for Cammy is that she does not have as much total life as some other characters. She can die very quickly, and Ken, with that damage output, you're just seeing it right now.
Almost
her life can melt.
Almost stunned as well. You see that yellow bar under their life meter tells you how close they are to falling dizzy.
Very patient here. Okay, yeah, Momochi, I think, was looking for the activation.
Oh, no! That's not safe. That's not safe, but Momochi drops the combo.
So not punished well, but extremely surprising to see XiaoHai make that mistake.
And XiaoHai again. Okay. He has a full meter now, so any hit from him. Oh, no!
Another mistake!
It's gonna be it. And, oh, my.
Can you look, the things that I look for from XiaoHai.
This, like, scowl on his face, almost like, I've got this, you are doomed, you know?
2 times for XiaoHai to potentially confirm crouching medium kick by itself into drill. Consistently, he does that. 2 times he dropped it.
And again, almost close to stun. But XiaoHai waking up with buttons. Oh no! He hit a button after the knee bullet last time Momochi blocked. And there's the stun!
Oh god. It's just looking terrible.
This is the Momochi train right now. We're all on it, and XiaoHai is tied to the tracks. Momochi is about to run right over him.
And not reacting to that anymore. Again, missed crouching medium kick. He's not anti-airing there.
And
that wasn't confirmed.
Yeah, into an uppercut.
XiaoHai. He needs this round, not just because he wants to stay alive, but because just to settle down.
Yeah, he needs to build his confidence back.
He really does.
And
that was a missed dive kick, the jump roundhouse right there.
You know, here's the thing, right? I mean, look, 6-0s happen every once in a while, but whenever they do happen, they're a big statement from the player that wins. If Momochi can actually do this, if XiaoHai cannot gather himself, that is going to be such a big statement from Momochi for competitors for all future tournaments this year.
XiaoHai has so consistently done roundhouse after the activation. Momochi knows the startup is slow, and he just backdashed.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Look at this.
And now, so here's more how Momochi was playing yesterday.
Right.
Patience, slow. This switch from having been so offensive and so buttonsy, well, okay, XiaoHai gets in with it, but that could have been tough to deal with.
Yeah, but again, I feel like XiaoHai is buying into what Momochi's trying to sell him right now. Momochi says, let's play this slow game. And XiaoHai says, okay, and it's not to his benefit. And there you go, Momochi getting away with a safe jump back OS.
Yeah, under worst case scenario right now, if XiaoHai gets hit once, he's going to lose the round.
Yeah,
so it's already a bad look for him.
15 seconds left in this round. Momochi has to find a way in. Oh boy. And
very
now XiaoHai.
Slow, very slow. If XiaoHai gets grabbed a bunch of times, that's fine. Oh, but he does, in fact, put up the wall. That's risky. If Momochi had dashed forward with something else, that could have been a different story.
That was definitely very risky, and it pays off for him, though, because I think Momochi was reading that XiaoHai was being very tentative and scared.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that button press from XiaoHai at all.
Look at this. That might be the first raw jump in like that we've seen in a while. There have been dive kicks and the like, but
All right, stays in front, gets the hit. It looked like he was going to go for the throw, and he delayed it.
Hold on.
Close to
That
the
orange stun bar.
There it is. And with this, I am pretty sure that XiaoHai is going to be able to take it with uppercut into super. He's activated the critical art. This should do it. XiaoHai is going to take his first game. We are not seeing a 6-0 here, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1-1 here in the second set.
I want to see a lot.
Scowl on his face like he was going in for the kill, but this time kind of a wry smile, almost like, you know what, you think maybe you're at a good position, but I'm just gonna wake up, uppercut you right back.
Well, it's all about taking those calculated risks. There you go. It's the first time crouching meeting pick has been confirmed by itself. I like this for XiaoHai. He looks like he's coming back. There's a tech even. I think that's what caused him to get hit a couple times, but this time XiaoHai's right. The pressure even.
Yeah, he's gonna keep that pressure going. Look at that, just walking right up and getting 2 throws in a row, and he went for the third. I like that. That means that bravery. Remember I was saying he was playing timid.
And there's the confirm. We saw him miss that a couple of games ago.
The timidity is gone from XiaoHai. He has gone back to bravery and just being right in your face, going for 3 throws in a row.
Reactions look back. The sort of strategy, the grand strategy looks like it's back. The execution looks back. Momochi has to now recover.
Oh, wow. Got the counter hit on the crouching medium punch, and now XiaoHai in the corner. As I mentioned, both of these characters, one of their main goals in this game is to push the opponent into the corner, because once you're there, you have no more space to run. And here we go, XiaoHai just taking the full damage off of that. Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't do that rather than, or in favor of pressuring more, but I guess he was okay with the idea of getting back in. He has been able to do that in this game.
Momochi backing off a little bit just to make sure that he stays from stun.
Look at that reaction.
XiaoHai confirming crouching light kick stand jab in a critical art.
Momochi needs a big comeback. He's 2 hits away from doing it. That's the potential of the character, but can he find the hits?
Yeah, but Momochi did the V-trigger activation, delayed crouching light kick the 3rd time, and XiaoHai blocked it this time, and he's gonna get the uppercut against Momochi's jumping EX hurricane.
Problem is that he's not always at max potential for whatever reason.
Right, and we're seeing that right here in 2 sets. It's a tale of 2 XiaoHais, basically. We had the not as great XiaoHai in the first set, but right now he is on. However, Momochi is trying to snuff out that fire. Here we go. He's got good damage lead here, almost stunned, but a crouch pierce into V-trigger cancel is gonna give XiaoHai not only the damage, but into the corner as well.
There it is. He's gotta take some risks. There's too much offense from XiaoHai. Momochi has to shut it down. The whip punish was there. Look at the perfect spacing.
Yes.
Pixel perfect. He was just outside of where that dive kick landed, and as it landed, he punished it.
XiaoHai, of course, gonna try to get back in there, take advantage of what makes Cammy so deadly. That foot speed, her close range mix-up is really, really strong, and she has really great anti-airs.
Okay, and an interruption again from Momochi. Again, he gets the hit. He's gonna go for a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's gonna spend that meter early. He's got a lot of round to build that back, and it's just gonna feel comfortable having this giant life lead this early in the round, especially when XiaoHai can't hit him back yet with a critical art.
Crouching Pierce is what he was looking for earlier. He gets the grab this time rather than the
knee
forward
blow,
roundhouse.
right,
Yeah, that's what he's done a lot of the time.
Oh, there we go. He's gonna get confirmed. No
He
super.
saves it this time.
Yeah, I thought maybe he would go for the super for the damage. Oh! But Momochi baits him out, gets the EX uppercut. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming down to the last. Out of their mind, not trying to get themselves a little bit too nervous, but here we go.
Okay, so
final match, Momochi XiaoHai. Let's go.
No, he dropped it.
Yeah, that's
Are we seeing not maximum XiaoHai already?
And he's in the corner, and there you go. Momochi got the throw bait out, was able to punish it properly.
Wakes up, but he didn't convert. Oh, I'm worried for XiaoHai, James.
Oh, wow, Momochi right now gets the throw, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna be at match point now. He has set himself to take this tournament. Match point for Momochi. XiaoHai has to win these next 2 rounds in order to win.
So I love Momochi's playing it well. Again, the drop! Momochi is taking advantage of things, but he is being given things by XiaoHai.
Ooh, this time missed with the uppercut.
Here it is, very important.
There's the counter, yeah. Trying to bait Momochi into a throw, but Momochi always doing the jump back tech, but here we go. Crush counter, big damage for XiaoHai.
A lot of red up there on the right. No, the drop!
But he went for the EX. He should have went for just the roundhouse.
We're seeing the big stuff. Speaking of red, it just melts.
All right, gets in there and yeah, gets out of there with a V reversal. Doesn't
really
want to
like
deal with
that.
the mix-up.
That
at
does
all.
mean that he gives up damage potential with the V trigger, but yeah, you had to get out of that. You had to settle down.
But Ken still with a tiny bit of V trigger left. He's still threatening. Momochi tries to get in there and V trigger is done.
Oh,
And
love
here we
it!
go.
Underneath. Momochi thought it was time to interrupt. It
He's
makes
gonna
sense.
get the hit.
Again, he interrupts.
Has to use the EX Fireball to make himself safe.
And XiaoHai. Oh, the roundhouse did clip maximum range. XiaoHai now needs to get, needs to put this wall up.
I'd love to see you guys.
No anti-air, no reaction.
Again, but there it is. He gets the anti-air this time. We're at the last round here. Who's gonna take it? Is it gonna be XiaoHai or Momochi?
19,500 is on the line in this next round. Approach from XiaoHai. He looks much better. Okay, throw tech OS as he jumps back. And Momochi looks like he's
anti-air.
playing patiently. The drop again, we saw that before.
And yeah, that is gonna give Momochi a ton of damage to start this round.
There's no more round to recover again. Okay, XiaoHai, yes, with the Dragon Punch, anti-air. He did react in time.
XiaoHai's definitely been spotty on that anti-air, but that's also just an attribute to how good Momochi's jump timings have been.
It's very difficult to pay attention to the ground and also to the air approach at the same time.
But here he comes,
That's
XiaoHai.
part of why XiaoHai got
He's
that
gonna
jump in.
get the hit.
Hold on, if he finds the hit, that's gonna be it. No, he didn't cancel.
He dropped the
He gives
combo.
Momochi a lifeline.
Oh my God.
Momochi needs 2 hits to do this.
He's in. He's gonna EX Fireball to be safe.
A lot of frame advantage there.
Nice throw tech, brave throw tech from Momochi.
Momochi's hanging on by a thread. He cannot get touched.
Oh, he gets hit on the air. That's it. XiaoHai is gonna uppercut. He's gonna take it. He lost 0-3 in the first set, but he has come back all the way, and he's gonna take it in the second set with that EX dive kick into uppercut. XiaoHai is your The Score Esports Brooklyn beatdown champion.
It wasn't even just those first 3 games, it was the 4th game, okay? It was the first game of this set that didn't look very good for XiaoHai either. And then at the first round of this last game, I thought again we were seeing missed anti-airs, we were seeing missed combos, the confirms were not there.